Here it's May 2019, 21, 21st. I um, I didn't had any daily dreams, visions. It absolutely I think it's first time in a month or two. But when I woke up, I heard a gunshot, and I went back to sleep. I was awake. It did like this for 2 3 times. I was mostly tired. It was rainy all night, and I took a walk in the middle of the night. I haven't slept before, and that's the first in about 2 months. So, but as I woke up, and this is not the first time, my God, an angel can try to wake me up with a sound and anything. So I thought, did I think I uh, thought about war or stuff, and because previously the night before I talked about God, about that this world is shit. It's a bad word. Then they say don't talk like this to God. But I said I was so mad, and he said make the world better, make it better. So I was thinking, is it the coming war and all this? But as I was thinking this and taking my time to wake up, as I have a fragile health, I suddenly remembered that during the night while I was asleep, and that's rare. I wasn't not entertained, but told uh, that there was a plot to kill Donald Trump. And I know it's been out there. I'm gonna research it and about other people that have visions and dreams. I'm pretty sure he knows it well, but there is one right now again, and I put it out there. The vision, 2021 Clinton fallout shelter, and they recently asked Trump about the nuclear war, and well, he said it's always out there. So if there's a war, if there's a war to be, there will be. But what I'm saying is, I myself last week, I wrote a letter. I was listening and about Jesus, but I didn't talk about it. I didn't publish because it was so heavy. It was about war, and when I questioned about Jesus, he was he was crying. So he was saying, I do not wish war, but war is necessary. War sometimes is the only way of cleaning what cannot be approved by the devil. Only I, Jesus, can uproot evil. Donald Trump did and still is doing his best to keep this world safe, whatever his reasons are. He doesn't worship the devil, for he knows better and know that my blessings and God blessings are definitive, and since no one can overwrite them except for G. On the Trump wall will be 1,000, and then was about to say 1,000, 100 safer, but then I stopped because I said I don't want to publish this. And I questioned Jesus. This coming from you, or is devil tricking me, or the spirit? And this is about a week. I didn't publish it, and it makes all the sense because at this point, Jesus, I saw him. He was crying in blood, kind of, and I understand him because he loves people. But what I'm saying is, no matter if you choose that this comes from him or not, it still remains the truth and inactive. And since the Clinton 2021, if there's a war, if it's with Donald Trump, it's going to be safer. Look at this. First of all, Clinton was talking against China. And now I have many dreams of Chinese even getting killed in 2012 around. I won't talk about this, um, probably because of my fate, by Asian, probably Chinese, in Canada. Okay, and everybody will think, where would they go in Canada? It's a big country, resource. Uh, they have the population, I believe, in the world, and that's thanks for your. I shouldn't thank you, but that's for abortion. That's what's happening, and they laughing while you guys want to kill your children. You won't even have them to defend yourself. So the point is that these Chinese people here, they will come, and I have no doubt about it. And in the book of Revelation, they say the dragon, the red dragon, which is China, they will give back the power to the beast. Okay, I won't talk about this right now, but why would they do that? I'm just gonna finish by saying, they're not gonna try to exterminate all the other race. Because unfortunately, wars are usually based on race, and they're driven by races, and they won't be able to exterminate half population all around the world. So book of Revelation, they said they will give back their power to the beast, and other prophets, like Father Gobi. I won't talk about this. It's really declared that the red dragon is China. But the point is that with Trump, if they're gonna take it out, if they try to take him out, those losers, I won't say losers, but lower Freemasons, because he's a higher one in the Illuminati. But now they're trying, because they're smarter, right? They're dealing with God instead of the devil. And those ones, blood driven, they're so blind. It's like a blindness that remembers me when Bush says the new world order. Let me tell you about something about this. Somebody will smoke his drug, have a lot of money. The worst lie that the devil can do to the elite is make them believe that they can reduce population and everything will be fine. But the point is that everything is a balance, and that's they make them believe that you can have heaven on earth, and that's a complete selfishness. Everybody depends on everybody, and you got to put people first. If you put people first, you will find God, you will find your thinking, you will find yourself. But if you put yourself first, you will not have God, you will not have your neighbor, you will have war. So this month God told me that you need to forgive the world, and Jesus told me, and as for myself, he said you should not take the responsibility to save the world. Only Jesus can do this. You should not spill blood in the name of peace, and also love one another. That's the key to avoid war. And another prophecy over there is what he told me is that if you don't love your neighbor, there's gonna be blood in all the rivers except for Israel, all the rivers in the world. And yeah, I had to put the prophecy of World War III is gonna start, and I heard to not put it to wait to have more. And it's not too good to. It's good to warn, but if it has to happen, maybe talking too early is not too good. I'm not trying to change. If it happens, it happens. So what's the point of changing it? But I wanted to warn because it was considering Israel also, and I love Israel. It's that's where Jesus came from. And the point fact is, it was behold Russia, behold China. China still has a China still has a grudge at Korea. So against Korea, whatever, put it out there. The thing is, I don't have it written here. The thing is, it can be said, behold Russia, behold China. You can talk to Russia to behold China, to not have too much trust. When I wrote it, that's how I thought. But when you read it, you can also say, behold Russia, behold China together. So I guess this is still in the air. That's why I receive it like this. With Russia will be with China. with the old communist and the Red Army, but with Trump, we have more chance that Russia will not be against us. But with Clinton, Hillary, it was already talking about the war against Russia, which China will have backup for their space. So the point is, if there's a war, that's why under Trump is much safer. Whatever his reasons are, protect his family's money, whatever his reasons are, okay, empire, whatever you call it. But the other ones that are given themselves and worship the devil, what do you think they are giving themselves the devil? What do you think the devil will do it through them? Anything he wants at the time he wants, the complete destruction, annihilation. That will be his point. And these people are so selfish that they think too much population and fallout shelter and Y reason completely selfish. It's like when I was when I was young, didn't know about the Bible. Relation is the universal. I was inventing stuff like philosophers do, because it's based on a religion of selfish. Me, this is new word. There's a new word, ism. And it's nice because it comes from me. Well, it comes from the devil, but it comes from me, understand? And then the guy sells more books, he has more money, he's the center of attention. So this is what's happening with all the Democrats, all the lefts, all the people that don't care about God. And unfortunately, they have a name on the left because they don't hold up to tradition of God, not even tradition of the forefathers before that. They care about God more, so they call it left. I remember when I was young, didn't know about God. Of course, evolution. I'm a Democrat. What's wrong with the old people? Step on the back steps. So I hope the children understand that. This is going only to destruction, and you have to return on God. And today, if the government could do something, or even the religion and the Catholicism, God pressed me last week about the sexual healing, and I didn't understood to what importance this has, because a lot of the sexual things, it feeds the other vices. Well, once you're, example, chaste, not only you see more God and you're with God, that is greatest white qualities, chastity, but you shine much more to walk in righteousness. And so this stuff, this sexual healing in the church, outside the church, at work, everywhere, people should invest a lot of professional time and all this stuff in government about the sexual healing, which will heal a lot of evil done in this world.